Good morning, guys. Um, so this morning, what we're going to do is just going to do kind of a nice, gentle, just awakening flow, just to get us up and running. So if you have either cushions, a block, or even a book, can do just to help for the start of the practice. So we're just going to do just a few minutes of breath, just to kind of get us, I suppose, into the zone, or um, just to get us up and running. Okay, so it'll be a nice gentle flow. We'll take our time again with the postures. We're always a little bit stiffer in the morning, so um, just take your time with them. Try and just use your breath here as much as we can, just to help open up the body to move further into the postures, and just take your time. So we'll do about 30 minutes, a nice soft gentle flow, and just take your time. Okay, so we're going to start sitting in our cross-legged position. So again, using that book, that cushion, and or whatever we have, just to help, just to let the hips open up this morning. So we're going to sit in that easy pose, or that cross-legged position. So I just want you to get yourself comfortable. We're going to start with the breath. So we're going to consciously tune into the breath here. Okay, so we keep our breathing through the nose, or through the nasal. So breathing in and exhale, and then again through the nose. So just sitting comfortably. Okay, we're going to just start by just lengthening your spine. So you just straighten that back. You're stacking those vertebrae one on top of the other. You can rest your hands here either on your knees, or if you prefer, you can go one hand on top of the other and rest them here just on the inner thighs. So to start with, lengthen that spine. Okay, I want you to relax your shoulders there. And we're going to just start with 10 deep breaths. Okay, we're going to try and belly breathe for each breath. Okay, so as you exhale, you draw that belly button in, and as you inhale, you draw the belly button away. And breathe from the bottom right up here to the chest, and we repeat that for 10. Okay, so relax the shoulders. We close the eyes. Now just try and relax the muscles of the face here. So you got to face this expression. So you're relaxing the eyebrows, forehead, jaw muscles. And now we're going to engage with that breath. So I want you to take a nice deep inhale. Again, let that stomach expand. You start to feel the rib cage then expand. And a nice long exhale again. Just repeat this now. So as we breathe here in and out, if you prefer to use your Ujjayi breath, so rather than breathing out through the nose, you're breathing down through the neck again, making that a gentle kind of a hissing sound. You're just consciously following your inhale, following that exhale. 3 more cycles of breath, so inhale and exhale. More cycles. Now when you're ready, just gently open up your eyes once more. Okay? So we're going to try and consciously engage with the breath now throughout the practice. So we're going to start here with just some gentle neck movements. So again, just sitting nice and upright. Okay, just gazing forwards. And we're going to start off just nice and easy. We're going to turn the head just to look over the right shoulder. Okay, come back to the center and just turn the head, look over your left shoulder. So just simple movements. Just turning that head left and right. We just come back to center. Now we're going to just drop the chin to the chest. And then lift the gaze to the ceiling. Just try and keep your mouth closed. So as you drop your chin, you're just lengthening through the back of the neck. And as we lift the gaze to the ceiling, we're just lengthening here to the neck. So we repeat this. And we just come back to the center again, so gazing forward. And now we're just going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder, so you're lengthening now through the side of the neck. Back to the center, drop your left ear to the left shoulder. And we'll come back to the center. Now we're going to bring all of them together into a full rotation. So we're going to start by tucking the chin to the chest, and then just rolling the right ear towards the right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder, and back to the center again, tucking that chin. So we're just going to gently rotate. We try and keep the eyes open, move nice and slow. And we just change the direction now of the rotation. Just rotate in the opposite direction. And get a nice full range of motion. We just loosen out those neck muscles. And we come back to the center. And again, just lift that head to gaze forwards. Okay? Now, from here, we just gently roll the shoulders forward. And now we roll the shoulders back away. So we're just going to go nice and slow. We're going to keep it nice and simple this morning. Now, we're going to take both arms, we're just going to take down out to the sides. So shoulder height, I want you to make a fist. So palm on the inside, grip the fingers in around the palm. Okay, and we're just going to rotate. So you're going to turn. So the fingertips are facing the ceiling. Okay, and then I want you to rotate the opposite direction. Okay, so we're just rotating those arms. We're rotating here now just through the shoulder joints. Okay. Now we're going to take that left hand, just place it here by the side. We're going to reach up now through that right side. So you're reaching up through your right arm. Try and keep your right hip grounded, that you're not lifting as you lean overhead. So lifting and gently lean now to the left. So you're opening up that right side body here. Okay, we'll come back to the center. We'll place the right hand by the side. Reach up through your left side again. We're going to try and keep that hip grounded. Reach up and gently lean over to your right. Now we come back to the center. We take the right hand up overhead. We're going to take it to a twist. But we're going to flow here side to side. Okay, so we're going to take the right hand to the left knee and take the left hand back. Lift. Okay, we're going to use the breath here as well. So as you exhale, we're going to rotate and we're going to twist. You should feel a nice twist here through the abdominals. As we inhale, we're going to come back to center. We're going to reach up and we're going to go left hand, right knee, and again, complete your exhale and rotate to the right. We're going to repeat that here for 3 breaths. So lift on the inhale, back to center, and on the exhale, twist. Now we'll repeat that here once more each side. So inhale, lift, center, and exhale, twist. Okay, and return to the center. Now, from here, we're going to roll forward so we can remove the block or the book or cushions, and we're going to come to all fours. Okay, so we're going to just do a few spinal movements here. Okay, just a little bit of mobility here. So to start, you're on all fours. I want you to just line up your knees here with your hands. Okay, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to just hollow out that spine. So you're going to start by lifting your tailbone up. Okay, and just change the angle here slightly for a better angle. So lifting your tailbone up, you're arching your lower back. Okay, and then we're broadening the shoulders, so you're really squeezing your shoulder blades together, you're drawing them back. Okay, so we're hollowing out that spine here from the tailbone right here to the bottom of the neck. Okay, and then on the exhale, we're going to arch that spine. So we're going to really draw that belly button away from the mat. You're tightening the tummy and you're pressing your pants here into the mat and tucking the chin. So we're going to repeat that now for 3 breaths. So on the inhale, we're looking for that hollow spine. And on the exhale, we're looking for that arch. One more cycle of breath, inhale and exhale. Okay, and we're just going to get a few here side to side. So what I want you to do is come halfway here between both movements. Okay, and we're going to just turn the head to look over the left shoulder and then turn your head to look over the right shoulder. So just a little bit of spinal flexion here, or just moving that spine now side to side. Okay, and then just come back to center. We're going to just get a little calf stretch here. So I want you to just step back now with your left foot. So you're lengthening your left leg and just gently stretching out the calf muscle here to the left side. Take that left knee back in and we step back with the right foot. Again, keep your toes down on the mat and just send your heel away. We're stretching out the calf here through the right side. And we just bring that right knee back in. Now we're going to do what we call outrigger. So I want you to step the left leg just directly out to the side. Okay, try and line your left foot up with the right knee, and we're just going to rock towards the back of the mat, or just sitting back onto your right heel. So we can lower to the elbows, and we're targeting here the groin area, and you might feel it also through the hamstring. So we just pause and hold. Again, you can also stay up onto your hands if you prefer. So whichever variation. Now we'll just come forward again. We'll bring that left leg back in, and we're going to just switch to the right side. So if you step your right foot directly out to the side, if you can line your right foot up here with your left knee. Okay, and again, if you need to pivot on your left knee, you can change up the angle here. We're going to just sit back towards that heel, and we can lower to the elbows. So again, we're targeting that groin area. You'll also might feel it through your hamstring on the right side. Just take a few cycles of breath here, just nice and soft. Keep that breath nice and soft. And we just slowly come forward again. We'll take that right knee in. Now, from here, we're going to target the glute muscles, okay? So we're going to do our pigeon pose. So just take your time. What I want you to do here is start by stepping your right foot back, okay? And I just want you to try and line your knee up here. You can go nice and wide here. So just try and line your left knee up with your left hand. Okay, then we're going to pivot on that knee. So you've got your shin then coming diagonally across the mat. So it's going from left to right on the mat. Now from here, you should already start to feel that stretch here through the glute muscle. Okay, so you can relax your back knee down. You can relax your right foot. So again, we're trying to keep those hips, we're trying to keep the hips square, okay? So we're just gently opening up the glute muscle here through the left side. Now, if you want to move further into your pigeon pose, you can just walk that right knee or that right foot further back the mat, okay? Or you can lower to your elbows. Okay, whatever we're feeling here, just make sure it's a mild sensation that we're feeling as we stretch out that left glute muscles. Just take your time. Okay, or if you want, you can support the head here by coming to your elbows. You can support the head by resting one hand on top of the other and lowering down. Or you can come into your full pigeon pose by taking your arms out in front and resting your forehead to the mat. So whichever variation. Okay, there's always little ways we can change it just to switch up, or just to move a little bit deeper, or to take it back slightly. So again, I'm going to stay up with my hands. We just take a few soft breaths. Now, we just walk the hands forward again. Okay, and just take that right foot forward once more. Now, from here, what we do is we're going to engage that back leg. So we're going to lift that back knee up and then just pivot on the left knee again and return to tabletop. Okay, so just to reset again, starting here in tabletop, we're going to just line the right knee up with the right hand this time. So we're going to just switch over. Step back with your left foot, okay, keep that left leg engaged and pivot on that right knee now. So the most important thing is that we're not feeling any pain in the knee itself, Okay, so you can adjust the angle of your shin. So again, just move around slightly. Just find out again where we're targeting the outside of that right leg, so that right glute muscle. Okay, so try and avoid pain in the knee. And again, we've got our different options to move into it further. Now, both sides are usually a little bit different. That you won't have the same angle or the same setup usually as your opposite side. Okay, so again, try and find what fits better for yourself. Okay, so again, you can stay up nice and tall if you want. You can lower down. Just as long as we're feeling a mild sensation, I would just stretch, that stretching sensation through the outside of the right leg, the right glute muscle. So again, we just take a few breaths. And really just deepening that stretching sensation on the exhale. Just slowly now we start to make our way again back up onto the hands. We're going to engage that back leg. So if you're taking your left leg a little bit further back, just take it forward slightly, then engage that left leg, okay, and just pivot on the right knee. So again, you're coming back to all fours. Now, from here, what I want you to do is just bring your two big toes together. We're going to come into that wide-legged child's pose. So open up the knees nice and wide. We're just going to sit back on the two heels. Lower your elbows or your forearms, and then rest the forehead down. Now, very slowly, just lift the head up, take your hands back. Okay, draw the hips away from the heels and return to all fours. So we're going to move into that dragon pose. Okay, again, keeping with the hips, just step your left foot outside your left hand. Okay, we can keep the back knee down, and we're going to just draw that left knee outside, so we're opening up that inner hip here. Now, we'll just take you a little twist out through the upper body. So take your left hand, left knee, and we're just going to rotate, look over that left shoulder. We go back to the center. Now, just if you have your block or your cushion there on hand, what I want you to do is just lower down through your right side, so the opposite elbow here. So just lower a little bit further by resting the elbow either on the block, okay, or your book or your cushion, whatever we have handy there. Just take it really deep into that left hip here. Come back to the hands. Okay, and what we'll do, just engage your back leg. Okay, you're going to come back to the plank position. So we just throw in a little vinyasa here in between both sides. So in that plank position, what I want you to do is just use your body weight here just to lower yourself. You use your body weight as resistance, lower yourself to the mat. Take a nice deep breath and come up into your cobra stretch. that lower back, that lower part of the spine. Again, just draw your shoulders back. Then relax the lower body muscles. And we lower back down again. So we're going to take a cycle of breath here. Inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to press yourself away from the mat into that downward dog position. Okay. So while we're here, we just, again, take it to another stretch here through the calves and through the Achilles. So we can just start to pedal the heels just up and down. Just looking back at both feet. Now we're just going to get a little Achilles stretch. So what I want you to do is stay up onto your toes and just soften the knees. So you're just bending the knees and we're just stretching the Achilles tendon here. Okay, and then just lower both knees then all the way to the mat. Now, from here we're going to just sweep that right foot outside the right hand. So we're just going to do our second side here. So again, we keep your back knee down. We just draw that right knee out to the side. Really open up that right hip. And we take it to a rotation. So right hand, right knee, and we're just going to rotate. So just turn your left shoulder here towards that right knee. And we just look back up over that shoulder. Now we come back to the center again. Okay, we're going to bring in that block, that book, cushions, whatever we have handy, just something, and we're going to just rest that left forearm, that left elbow down. Now, we just make our way back up onto the hands. So from here, we're going to keep that right foot where it is, 2 hands onto the mat. We're going to engage that left leg, okay, and we're going to come to the deep squat, so your Malasana, okay? So you're going to just step forward with your left foot. Now we can turn the feet so they're pointed outwards, okay? You can adjust the distance of the feet, depending, again, it depends on your hips, how challenging or how we feel during your Malasana. So we're lowering the hips now, we're really targeting those deep inner thighs. Again, just broaden that chest, okay? If you need to take a little bit of pressure off, rest your elbows here on the knees. And again, we're trying to draw those knees back, draw that belly button in. So nice deep inner stretch here. And we can just move here, just side to side. Taking a nice few deep breaths here now. Now, what I want you to do is just take that left hand, just place it back and behind here, and then the same on the right hand. So just take your time and just come into a seated position. Okay, so from here now, we're just going to grip both knees and we're going to just slowly roll back. Now, rest your head, okay? We just take the hands here to shoulder height and we just roll off onto your right knee. So roll off the left hip, roll onto your right knee. Just a little twist here. So you can grip the left knee here with the right hand and just turn your head to look over the left shoulder. Now come back to the center. Okay, and we take both legs into the left. Try and stack the feet on top of each other. Okay, you take the left hand to that right knee this time, and we turn the head to look over your right shoulder. Okay, and we return to the center. So we're going to just Place both feet now on the mat. We draw the hands by the sides, and we're going to just, again, we're going to flow here in and out of our bridge pose. So we're going to work up and down from the mat. So as we inhale, I want you to really grip your toes to the mat. I want you to lift the hips to the ceiling. And on the exhale, I want you to just slowly lower and then just pause at the end of the exhale. And we're going to repeat that again. Inhale and lift, and pause on the inhale, and exhale and lower. Now we'll repeat for one more cycle of breath. Now, I just want you to bring both knees together, and I want you to walk the feet apart. Okay, so just working on a little bit of that internal rotation. And now we're going to bring the feet together and open up the knees. So you just open up the knees, come into that reclined butterfly. So soles of the feet together, just dropping both knees out either side. Now, from here, we just draw both knees together. Okay, and we just lengthen out through that right side and lengthen out through your left side. So we're going to just take the last few minutes here. Okay, we're just going to lie back. You turn your palms to face the ceiling. Close the eyes. And we're just trying to relax the body now, just after the practice. So just let that body just sink to the mat. So you're relaxing the shoulders, relax the legs, just let your feet drop out. And relax the muscles of the face here, so you're getting your eyebrows, your jaw muscles. We're just going to come back to that normal breath. Just as we lie back here in Shavasana, just try and remain completely still. Relax. Let the mind wander. Now when you're ready, we'll just bring the feet together. We'll take it to just one more nice long morning stretch. So taking both arms up overhead. Let's get a nice stretch here, which is nice and long. And now we just grip that left knee, okay, with both hands. Just use that knee to pull yourself up here, okay, and finally come back into our cross-legged position. Just straighten up once more. We just bring the hands together in prayer position, and we will finish our practice there, guys. So again, thank you for tuning in, and we will finish with Namaste. So namaste, guys, and thank you. And again, these videos are always here, so if you have 30 minutes at any stage, you can always just log in and redo some of the classes and some of the practices. So thank you very much. I'm going to sign off and enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for tuning in this morning. So enjoy your day, and we will see you soon, hopefully.